They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's got room. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily...
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10.
Right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Matt Hughes. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 42-yard line. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Play action. It's gone. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Touchdown! DJ Chark from 21 yards away. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A
for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw on second down.
Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Then he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Goff.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts gets this to Sanders.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Right back to Swift again on second down. 73 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A 22-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 35 yards.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Lions 17, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Goff throwing again. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They go play action with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
19 take.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Back deep is DJ Chark. And taken right on the 30. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before break here. Goff. Pressure comes and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs are likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
and have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, Parker, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch. Gain of 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the air now with Goff. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now it's gone. The quick slant caught. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 38, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Goff now looks to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now a give right side Swift.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back.